Well, as you can hear from the commentary, Akash and I, we were doing commentary at that stage for the Hindi channel. And Akash was talking about the fact that there has been very little chance for any proper practice in the lockdown for everybody. And that has actually, shown in the rustiness of some of the players in their first matches. Rohit didn't strike the ball well. Now in the second match, he's got runs. MST didn't strike the ball well in the first game. Virat also didn't strike the ball. I mean, most of the batsmen have because of the lack of practice. And so that was the point that was being made. And that is what I said, that Virat also has had no practice. And the only practice that they had was when they were filmed with Anushka, them playing in their building compound, and Anushka was bowling to him. So that's what I said. That's the only bowling. I've not used any other word. It's a bowling that she was bowling to him. That's all. Where am I blaming her? Where am I being sexist in this? I'm just only stating what was seen on the video, which was maybe recorded by somebody in the neighboring buildings and put up. That's the only thing I'm doing. That I'm only stating. But the point I'm trying to make is that there was no practice for anybody, including Virat, in the lockdown. The whole thing was to try and say that because of the lack of practice is why a lot of them are struggling to get going straight away. That's all. I've not been sexist. I mean, if somebody has interpreted it, what can I do?
Sunny-bhai, Anushka in her Instagram post has also sort of written at length. She calls you a legend of the game, which you are, talks about the gentleman's game and says time and again she has been used as a punching bag for her husband's failures. And she's really disappointed, hurt and upset and use the word hurt because it's coming from Sunil Gavaskar. Your thoughts on that? Because, it's a fairly detailed Instagram post which has now gone viral from her.
Well, I mean, firstly, I would like to say again, where am I blaming her? I'm not blaming her. I'm only saying that the video said that she was bowling to Virat. So Virat has only played that bowling in this lockdown period. It's a tennis ball, fun game that, people have to pass time during the lockdown, so that's all. So where am I blaming her for Virat's failures? I mean, look, you know me, I'm the one who has always, batted for wives going with husbands on tours. I'm the one who has always said that a normal, a guy going to office for a 9-to-5 job, when he comes back, married guy, when he comes back home, he comes back to his wife. Similarly, cricketers, when they go out on a tour, or even when they're playing domestically at home, why can't they have their wives with them? Because after their working hours are over, they have got to get back to the wives like every other common man does. So I'm not blaming her. I mean, I took my wife.
In fact, you have been, exactly, I was saying that you have taken your wife on tour multiple times and you stand, I mean, can we get this clear once and for all that, you have stood for wives traveling, you have stood for gender equity, you have stood for the women's game. But it is also true that in the past, Anushka has been dragged into controversy. So maybe that is something that is always going to, be playing in the back of our mind. That is why I want your version out, so that there is no misunderstanding between you, Virat, and Anushka. So I want you to state that very clearly.
Well, I'd like her, Virat, listen to that piece again and tell me where is the blame.